Hi guys, this is Frosty. Welcome back to my latest video, which is 6 weeks into programming. So the purpose of this video is just to document my programming learning journey. It's not something crazy like I want to share about programming tips. Obviously, I'm not qualified for that yet. So before I dive into the content, I want to share with you guys a really good news is that I completed my last 5 projects in the JavaScript course on the free code camp, and that means that I have already completed the course and I got the certificates last week. And I'm really proud of myself for taking the effort and then putting aside time to actually learn things. And I'm also very grateful for all the free learning materials on free code camp. So I can't say how much I can't thank them enough, right? Okay, so right now I want to share with you guys what I've learned along the way in my learning journey with free code camp. Is that I've already mentioned this in my previous video. I actually every time after I finish each lesson in free code camp, I will actually take the time to learn out what are the other solutions or other approach used by other people to solve the same problem. And I think this is very important. And very often after I solve the lesson on my own, I will go out there and I will YouTube and find how other people do the same, how other people solve the problem. And I like to learn through YouTube videos because you can find a lot of amazing YouTubers. They are doing all these free code camp lessons, so you can see how they think in the first place, and then you can see how they turn things into logic and how they code the logic. So it's really amazing to be able to see different way of thoughts and different ways of solving the same problem. So I remember one thing is that I was really weak with recursion method. So whenever I see there's a recursion method for solving a problem, I will eventually take the time to understand the logic of the solution first, and then I'll try to use recursion method to solve the same problem as well. And then it actually pays off because in my very last project of the JavaScript course, I actually used recursion method, a very simple recursion method to solve the problem. And if I have not paid enough effort if I have not actually spent extra time to learn about it, I wouldn't be able to actually solve the project by using the recursion method. And then when I try to complete the projects on free code camp, the last 5 projects on free code camp, I actually have 2 challenges. Both of them are related to the OR operator. So the first challenge I have is that I was using the logical OR operator, but then the answers is not what I want, and I cannot figure out where is the error. So I actually put out my code on the Discord channel, which is called javascript.info. So I go into the Discord channel, I put out my code, and I tell people this is what I want to achieve and this is the code I'm using, but I just can't seem to make it work, and I cannot find out what is my error. So there's a gentleman came in, and then he actually point out that I'm using the OR operator wrongly. The way how I write is wrong. But he didn't give me the solution. So I go out, I do some research, and I realize that where the mistakes is, and I go and adjust it, and boom, my JavaScript project is passed. So I'm really grateful for the gentleman who point the new direction for me. So at least I have something to research on my own and solve the problem by myself. And then the next challenge I have when I was doing the JavaScript projects is that it is also related to OR operator, but this time is that I try to do it. I try to use regular expression, combine OR operator with the regular expression to solve the problem, and I can't seem to find what is the error in my code because I can't seem to make it to work. So I post it into the javascript.info, the Discord channel, and I ask people, I try to do this, but then and this is the regular expression, the code that I want to use, but it just don't work. But I don't understand why it does not work. Can anyone point out what is the error? And then some people, they come in and they tell me that if you can solve the problem without using regular expression, if you can solve by simple coding like if statement, then you should not use regular expression. That's what he said. And then he introduced me the bitwise OR operator, because I was using the logical OR operator, and then he introduced me the bitwise OR operator. So I've never heard about the bitwise OR operator before. It's something really new for me, so I actually take some time to actually learn what is bitwise and what is the bitwise AND OR operator. And then this time I just apply the OR XOR, which is the exclusive OR operator introduced by the gentleman, into my code, and the code works like charm, and I able to continue to complete my project, my last project. So I'm really thankful for all the help I get from this Discord channel, which is called javascript.info. And then later I go on and I've researched and I found out FreeCodeCamp actually have their own forum and they have their own Discord channel. So if you are still learning in FreeCodeCamp and you have some questions and you can't seem to find the answers anyway, feel free to actually use FreeCodeCamp own forum or Discord channel to find the answers. All right. So what did I do after I completed the JavaScript on FreeCodeCamp? I actually jumped to another free learning platform, which is called the Odin Project. So the Odin Project is like FreeCodeCamp. They provide free learning materials, and then the Odin Project actually divides their courses into two parts mainly. The first part is called the foundation, and the second part, you can actually, after you finish the foundation, you can choose to go with the full stack JavaScript course, or you can choose to do the full stack Ruby on Rails. And obviously I'm going to go with the full stack JavaScript path after I finish the foundation. For right now, at the moment of recording this video, I'm actually completed 20% of the foundation course on the Odin project, and I'm looking forward to finish the foundation within 2 weeks time. I set a deadline for myself, so I will really put aside my time to really complete it. But if I cannot complete it, I will not rush. I'll make sure that I learn and I understand fully before I move to the full stack JavaScript course. So is the 20% completion in foundation is enough, or is it a lot? To me, it's not a lot, because the first 20% of the foundation course in the Odin project actually just get you prepared mentally. They actually write a whole lot of articles to get you prepared mentally. They just want you to set the right expectation that coding is not going to be easy, right? So that you won't get discouraged right away if you encounter any setbacks along the way. They just want to tell you it's not going to be easy right in the first place, right in your face first, okay? And then in the first 20% of the foundation course in the Odin project, they actually teach you, how and where you can ask for help. So how can you ask for help is that you should ask clear questions, and you should actually come up with your own logic, or you should try to code it yourself first, and then ask for help to identify why it is not working or where is the error, which I did previously when I do my projects in FreeCodeCamp. So that way you can actually learn more. Instead of getting solutions right away, you should just get a direction, and then you can go out and you can Google, you can do your own research, and that way you will have a more complete understanding on the topics, and that is more beneficial for you in the future. So this is how they recommend you to ask question. You should ask for direction or ask for error instead of asking for the solutions itself directly. And then they have their own Discord channel as well. I already joined the Discord channel, so if you have any problems, you can ask for help in the Odin Project Discord channel. Okay, so in the first 20% of the foundation, there's something really cool, is that they teach you how to download virtual machine and set up a coding environment. And I think this is what FreeCodeCamp is lacking of. FreeCodeCamp is really good in teaching you lessons they teach you lessons related to JavaScript, to the programming language that you want to learn, but the learning process is more safe or more controlled in a sense. But the Odin project, they want you to prepare to be more real life, because if you were to become a programmer in the future, you definitely need to have the coding environment set up so you can do the everyday coding tasks. So to me, the resistance for beginners to start learning coding in via the Odin project is going to be a little bit higher if I were to compare it to free code camp. But the thing is that the Odin projects, the lessons, the tutorials, and the reading materials there is more real world to prepare you for something real world, so you can get jobs easily in the future. So that's what I like about free code camp and the Odin projects, and the little bit difference between them. Okay, so what is my future plan for now? So I'm not going to plan something crazy. I'm just going to follow my decided path, which I already decided in my previous documentation videos. And then you know that in my previous video that my first step is I plan to finish my JavaScript course with free code camp, and I want to do the projects with them, which I already did, and I got the certificate already. So now I'm at the second step, which is I want to do the Odin project. I want to complete the foundation course, and then I want to do the full stack JavaScript course, and then of course I want to build the projects in the JavaScript course itself. After I complete the Odin project, I plan to do more projects. Probably I will start with the guided project first, and then after I start to get a hang around it and I know how to start to create a projects, then I'll build my own projects from scratch. And meanwhile, while building projects, I plan to go back to free code camp. They have a full list of courses, and JavaScript, the one I've completed, is just one of them. So they have a full list of courses, and they actually recommend people to go from the top to bottom to follow the sequence of their courses. I didn't know that they have a sequence like that in the first place, so I actually jumped into the middle of their list of courses, which is JavaScript. But I don't regret that, because it's comfortable for me to know that JavaScript is the thing that I want to learn, and then I learn that first, and then I move on to Odin project, and I learn how to set up my coding environment now. So that's what I plan to do. It's not gonna be crazy, and hopefully for the Odin project, the foundation course, I'll be able to complete it in 2 weeks time. I don't want to rush through it, but I just want to set a deadline for myself, so that when you set a deadline for yourself, things will be more likely to happen, because you will plan, you put it into your daily timetable to actually make things happen. Okay, so that's it for this week. Nothing crazy. If you're interested to follow my journey, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I have nothing crazy or cool programming tips to offer on my channel, but you can see the struggles or the pitfalls that I encounter along the way and how I overcome them, and hopefully that can help you in your own programming learning journey as well. So I wish everyone an amazing week ahead, and see you in the next video.